Good girl, Mila. Hey everyone, Brad here with Maple Pond Farm. Today we have a review of our CFMoto UForce 600. I bought this about 2 months ago now, and I've had it here on the property. It's been pretty helpful towing around logs with the log arch, bringing food down to the pigs back there. And I've had it for just long enough where I think I'm comfortable giving an honest review on it. So the UForce 600 comes equipped with a typical bench seat. You can fit 3 people in here pretty easily. The seats are pretty dang comfortable. I enjoy it. It's a little bit more upright than some other models. Not as much leg room, as you can see, but it's a utility vehicle. It's not a sport vehicle, and the seats are just comfortable enough for that, just getting around the property. I did get a plow with it, as you can see, and the mounting process was really easy. In another video I'll go through how to put this together and put it on, but essentially all I had to do was bolt it onto the frame. There wasn't any drilling through any steel or anything. The brackets just go right onto the frame, and it took me, I don't know, maybe a couple hours right out of the box. Obviously I waited until it was freezing cold and snowing outside to put it on, but that's besides the matter. So as you guys can see, now we're seated inside. It has an electronic display for us right here. Shows us our RPMs, what gear we're in, our speed, fuel gauge, temperature, all the usual stuff. Over here to the left, we've got our 4-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, and differential. And then also one of the biggest things that I really like about this is the e-brake right here, the parking brake. The property that we have here, it's got a whole lot of steep hills, and I find myself parking at an incline quite a lot, so I don't get stuck in a gear, like trusting all the weight of the machine on the parking brake, or on the parking gear. I've got the emergency brake right here for it. Steering wheel goes up and down just like it would in a car. It's got the glove box over here, which is where I keep the winch controller usually. Got a normal mode and a work mode. So what the work mode does is pretty cool. It's pretty much essentially an extra low gear. We've got a high gear and a low gear anyways, but we have a work mode and then a normal mode. So the work mode just provides a lot of low-end torque. So if I'm going up a steep hill, towing something steep, it provides a little bit of extra torque, and I find it's just more fun to drive around in the work mode because it's got a little bit more get up and go right off the bat. So I typically leave it in work mode. Got a Bluetooth, or not Bluetooth, sorry, USB connector right there for you to charge your phone or something. And then also just the cigarette lighter stuff. My one complaint, well, not my one complaint, but one of my biggest complaints so far, now that I've got the plow on here, is that I don't have a switch to control the winch right here. That is actually connected down here. I don't know if you can see that, but via the winch controller handle right here. So I've got this, 6-foot wire or something that's connected in there, and I mean the winch controller works fine, but it's really hard to drive and keep this cord out of the way without getting in the way of the brake or the gas. So that's the biggest complaint for the inside of the cab. It comes with also a safety feature that it doesn't let you go over 12 miles an hour unless the seat belt is plugged in. And if you're like me, I like to just hop in there and drive around and without worrying about buckling up, because usually I'm not going too fast. so I just leave the seatbelt plugged in. That's no big deal. The bed size, 4-foot wide bed, and it's also got measuring markers here on the inside for inches, which is pretty neat. Another complaint that I have about the bed is it's 4 feet wide from the inside rail to the inside rail over there, but you see where it comes in right here to pick up the tailgate. That jumps in about 2 inches, so instead of being 48 inches wide, it's really only about 44 inches wide, so you can't really fit a pallet in sideways. I haven't had to deal with a pallet yet, but I'm sure once sugaring season comes around, I'm trying to get a 275-gallon tote in the back here. It won't fit too great. Also, as you can see, the bed is a little bit short for what I would like. It's about 36 inches long. It becomes 4 feet long when I put down the tailgate. The bed also is hydraulic assisted. Hydraulics don't do all the work when you have it really loaded up. You still have to lift it quite a bit, but they do help. A couple more cons to go along with this is there really isn't a skid plate underneath the driver's side or the passenger side. Underneath here, as you can see. And what actually happened one morning when I was driving down to go see the pigs, there's a stick came right up through my legs right there, and I wasn't going real fast or anything. It's just a little thin piece of plastic right there, and you can imagine my surprise first thing in the morning. I almost took a stick to the groin. But it hasn't happened since. I've been pretty conscious about sticks that I've been driving over, but that is certainly a con. I'm going to be looking to get another skid plate to go underneath there. I'll probably fasten a piece of sheet metal or something to go under it. And then the last con, and possibly the biggest con for me, is I'll see if I can get it to do it. If I start shifting through gears, all right, I'm in low right now, and it might jump out of it. Yeah, you heard that. So sometimes when I'm driving this thing and I don't quite have it into gear, even though my screen says I have it in gear, it's not quite locked into gear, and the gear slips and jumps and jumps into place. That is my biggest concern about this machine right now, but again, I haven't had any issues with it starting, running, or anything, and once it jumps into gear, it's fine. You can hear the fan just turned down right now since I've had it idling for a good while. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I would say it's definitely a good purchase for me, good purchase for our property right here. It's been great for us so far, and we're supposed to get a big snowstorm in a couple days, so I'll certainly be testing this plow out. And yeah, I would say I would definitely recommend it to anyone. The price point is better than anything there is on the market right now. The UForce 600 again is what I have, and I can't say that it'll be worth going up to the UForce 1000, because I don't really see the value in the extra money that you're spending for. I think the only thing that you really get out of it is 1,000 pounds bed weight capacity versus 600 pounds, and the towing capacity is the same. So I'd say the UForce 600 is the way to go. Hey guys, just wanted to say thanks for watching my review on the UForce 600. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm hoping to start putting out a video every few days, be it equipment reviews or just fun stuff around the property. You can see that big burn pile behind us. That's going to be a video, and I expect to have 30-foot flames in that video, so it's going to be pretty cool. So be sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.